Today I am discussing MCQs of linear equations. I have divided this once again into two parts. The first one I am discussing today in this one. See, as you people have come to know about the MCQs given by the KSEB. So as I told you, scoring A is something it is easy, but scoring A plus is not so easy. See, I have also gone through the questions. They are not much easy and they are not much difficult. Okay. So scoring A plus means you need the practice and you have to work out, and MCQs doesn't mean only taking the question answers. You have to solve in maths. So even they have given in AP finding the sum. Okay, so for that one you go through all the videos of mine where I am explaining you the MCQs with solution. Okay. See, and you have to be very careful in solving the equation also. At the same time, you will be given the options. Okay, where people get confused with these options also. Okay, so you have to be little careful about these options. Reading that one question, not equal to, is representing, not represent, something like that. So okay, don't make hurry. Okay, solve the questions MCQs well during your exam. So practice more and more, especially with maths and science. So these questions help you in your bridge course also for coming admission of your PUC science if you are going for that one. So learn well. So I will begin with the first question of this linear equations. Okay, the first question of this one is AX plus, you are given on this one. The first question, AX plus BY plus C equal to 0. Okay, this is standard form of what type of equation? Okay, you are studying in this, you are studying this one, the 10th standard quadratic equation and the linear equation. So you will be asked the general format of quadratic equation, at the same time the linear equation. So look at this one. Here if it is given AX plus BY plus C equal to 0, this is not a quadratic, it is a linear equation. The correct option is B1. Okay, don't write quadratic, don't write cubic, and none is, of course it is not at all. So this is simple question. Like the second one is little confusing. Okay, see, go to this one. Every solution of the equation is a dash on the line representing it geometrically. Okay, little confusing it is. And see, at the end of the video, in the sense of all completion of all the questions, I will clear all the doubts, whatever you will face, especially in a coincident line and all those things I will explain. So go through that one. Now look at the second one. Every solution of the equation is a dash on the line representing it geometrically. What is the meaning of that one here? When you draw, okay, when we draw linear equation graphically, or it is also mentioned here geometrically, what we find? You find a straight line. Am I right? Linear equation, remember this one? When you draw linear equation in a Cartesian plane, you are going to get a what? A straight line. Okay, remember this point also. So what it is here asked, every solution of the equation, for example, here these are the values. When you put x is equal to, sorry, you get the point like 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this, and you will get the coordinates. Okay, every point here, suppose A, B and C are the points of this line. So look at this one. This is, okay, something like this one. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and here is 1, 2, 3, something like this one. So this one is what? X coordinate is 4 and 1. I am explaining you the answer of this one is how every point means this is the point, this is the point, this is the point. So when you put the values of these points in the equation of linear equation, of course, you are going to get that point is nothing but a solution of that equation. Means here, for example, C is having the coordinate 4 and 1. So that means if you are doing that x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 1, okay, when you put these values, that is x and y value in the equation, that the equation gets satisfied. Okay, this is the meaning of this one. See, the matrician give. So understand the concept. I am explaining you the concept and see this one well, understand well. Okay, just don't by heart. What is on here? Every solution, understand the meaning of solution, I think. Solution of that graphical when you represent it, leave that point on the straight line is solution of that equation when it is drawn graphically. This is what the answer of this one. Okay, these are not the things. Now look at this third one, is very interesting, and where I have seen students making mistakes. So look at this question. The pair of linear equations are, okay, pair of linear equation then linear equation is different. Okay, pair of linear equations means you are given two equations, and what condition you have to they have to satisfy. Since I have written these three types where students make mistakes, and you will be given something like this one clear here. This one, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. What happens when teacher is going on explaining you the concept? What happens? You will feel, you will understand everything. But when you sit and solve the questions, you may face the confusions. Okay. So understand and clear the confusion. So look at the difference between this equation and this one. What it is a1x plus b1y plus c1. It's okay. But here it is a1l, means I have taken instead of x the variable other than x, l, m and constant something like this one. We take this filter something like this one. So these are also linear equation, but these are not pair of linear equations. We cannot take these together and we cannot solve them together. Okay. So look at this one, ax square, this is quadratic equation and this is linear equation. These are also not pair of linear equation. Pair of linear equation condition is that one constant may be different, but variables must be same. That is, if it is in terms of x and y, the second equation must be in terms of x and y only. Then only we call them as pair of linear equation. Otherwise, these are not called as pair of linear equations. So be careful with this one also. Understand the concept well. So the correct option is the first one. Okay. Now I will go to the fourth one. See. Graphical representation of a linear equation in two variables is just now what I explained. So this is all this concept you have studied in your 9th standard, and they have continued here, because based on that only the next questions or next concept moves. Okay, look at this one. As just now explained, when you draw a linear equation graphically, you are going to get a straight line. So here you are going to get something like parabola and hyperbola that you are studying in your higher class, it is PUC first year and all that one. So very simple thing here. What happens here when you draw a linear equation graphically? So you get a straight line. Okay, remember this one. Okay, this curve is not a straight line. This one line you are going to get, and these are not the options at all. So this is the correct answer of the fourth question. Okay. The sixth question is we can solve pair of linear equation by the method of we can solve them algebraically, as you know. But different ways, elimination method, substitution method and all those things. That is called as algebraical method, and geometrical sense graphically we can solve. So both A and B are the correct answers. We can solve linear equation either algebraically or geometrically. That is both the way we can solve. So this is very simple question. Now look at the seventh one you have. The coordinates of the point P are very simple. You will be asked some questions. Suppose if you are given like this one, and 0, 1, 2 and 3 are points 0, 1, 2 and 3, something like this one. And if you are given the point P here, the coordinates of this point P are the solution of this equation. Okay, we get the solution, something like this one. Solution of the linear, you will be given this equation as a linear equation. This is a line representing a linear equation. You will be given that equation also. In that case, if you are asked to find the value of x and y, something like this also, they may twist the question. So what I have written here, the coordinates of the point P are also called as the solution of the linear equation, and at the same time find the coordinates of the points P. You will be given like this one. So very simple, as you people know. So here the coordinates of the point P are 2 and 3. What it shows here, the value of x is 2 and the value of y is 3. So the value of x and y, so you are getting here 2 and here 3. That means here this is 2, this is 2, 3, sorry. This is 2, 3 is the correct answer. 1, 2 is not, 2 is not. See, sometimes I have seen it's a mistake they do. Don't do this one, because they ask the coordinates. If it is asked only the value of x, then you are getting 2. If it is 1, write the respective value. So this is the questions you are going to get. Just I am helping you to how to practice and what to go through in the lesson. Okay. Now this is what the first one answer you have. Next one is what's here. The pair of equations in the given graph are. Okay, this is very simple. You are given something like this one diagram. Okay. Yes, this is very simple. These represent here. Suppose this is x plus y is equal to 10, and this is x plus 2y is equal to 7, something like this one. If you are given like this one, don't get afraid what this question is. We cannot solve this one. Don't get afraid. But the question here they ask, very simple. They ask, what type of these lines are? Very simple. You have intersecting lines. We call these as intersecting lines. Okay. These are not. This is symbol of parallel. This is symbol of parallel. They are not parallel lines. They are not coincident lines. And none. They are given something like this one. So the correct answer of this one. See why you have selected this problem. The reason is, so if they write like this one, and if you find the diagram like this one in mathematics, what happens? You get afraid of this one. Okay, it is not like that, right? Read the question, understand, give some time, then you will be able to solve the questions. Don't put always none, all, and don't have that many. Always be answer is correct. Don't go with that. Practice, right? Okay. So look at this one. These lines are what? Intersecting lines. Okay, we call these as intersecting lines. Now I will move to the next one. The pair of linear equation intersecting have, okay, as you know, so here only I go with this one, a pair of linear equations. Okay, these are representing pair of linear equation. When they are intersecting, how many solutions they have? So look at this one. How many solutions means? Intersecting means two lines intersect at only one point. So you are going to get only single point. That means they have only one solution. Okay, why one solution? Because we know that intersecting lines means, as we know the basic concept, lines intersect at one and only one point, is it? So because of that one, so whatever the values you are getting 2 and 3, this is the final one, and other than this one, you are not going to get the solution for this pair of linear equations. So when two lines are intersecting, you are going to get one and only one solution. Okay, this is the correct answer. See here, at the end of the lesson, you will get confused with the concept. Okay, what is that? Infinite dissolution, parallel line, intersecting lines, and you have what is that one? Coincident line, consistent, inconsistent, something like that. When you have in the lessons at the end. So I'll clear at the end all the three concepts by drawing the what different types of line and how to remember that one. Just follow this one. These are easy questions. Now I'll move to the 10th one. What it is here? Pair of linear equations having infinitely many solutions represent when drawn graphically. What the question here is? Pair of linear equation having infinitely many solutions. See here, single solution means like this one you have. If we have like this one, no solution, because they are not intersecting only, and we don't get any common point. So we have, suppose this is a line. I can have one more line which is overlapping on that one, this one, and these are called coincident lines. For every value of this x, for this line and for another line, we have the same value of y. Okay, so that means here you are going to get infinitely many solutions. Okay, when the lines are coincident. Okay, the question here it is asked, what type of line you are going to get? The lines are coincident lines when you have infinitely many solutions. Okay. 11th question is, if pair of linear equations have no solution, in that case, just now what I explained, if they have a single solution, that is unique solution, we call them as intersecting lines. If they don't have solution, this, if the equations when they are drawn graphically, and if they don't have solution means you are going to get parallel lines. Okay, this is very simple. So next one is, look at this one, same thing in a different way, same concept asked in different ways. So you have to be perfect. Now this is little confusing. Confusing in the sense you will prepare the condition for this is for intersecting, this one is for parallel, and something like this one. But when all the four conditions are given together, and if you ask the questions, you may get confused. So clear that confusion. So here the question is something like this one. For the equation, of course, a1x, that is for pair of linear equations, intersecting lines. For that one, the conditions are, see, a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, or this one, or this one, or this one. So have this in mind. So for that one, you have only this confusion is between these two. Okay, you will get confused. These are not equal to not equal to concept. We are going to get that one condition. So here once again, don't make hurry. Okay, the condition what is correct is a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. Okay, remember this one. So don't get confused with this option. Okay, not equal to satisfy, but be careful. Okay, so this is the correct one. a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. The correct option is the first one. Okay, now look at this one. There are then coincident lines. As I told you, coincident lines means they have many solutions. Okay, many solutions. In that case, this we don't know, this we know that. For that one, you have these two options. Okay, among those two, the second one is correct. Remember, you will get confused with this one also. When you are given 3 for coincident lines, these all the 3, if they are equal, you are going to get coincident lines. This way you have to remember. Okay, then the third one is based on this only. I will explain here only for parallel lines. For parallel lines, so what is the difference between these two? You are going to get this C1, that is, you are going to get A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2, but not equal to C1 upon C2. In this case, you are going to get a pair of linear equations as parallel. Okay, this week few of the questions, few more are there. I'll explain. Listen. 15th question is a little twisting. If the lines intersect at a point, see the question well. If the lines intersect at a point, very simple, then we know that one, it has unique solution. The equations have, of course, they have unique solution. This you know. Then what the question they are asking here is, in this case, equations are called, okay, when they intersect, one condition, the same time we know that one, they have unique solution. You will get confused with this one. So I'll clear that one. See, in that case, we call such equations, they are as consistent. Okay, consistent, they have solution. Okay, this is the correct option. Fifth, that is first one of 15 question. Now look at the 16th question. It is also very interesting. If the equation have infinite, I read the question here. A pair of linear equations have infinitely many solutions. See here, based on this one, you have 3 to 4 questions, but the answer for every question is little different. Understand? See the options. Okay. Now I tell you what confusion you face here. If pair of linear equations have infinitely many solutions, what you get in your mind immediately? That the lines represent parallel lines, or you will get the condition a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2. That condition you will get not equal to c1 upon c2. But here it is fully different. What it is here? They are asking pair of linear equations have infinitely what? Many solutions. According to that, our option should be immediate options. What do we get here? Many solutions means parallel lines and at A1 ratios. But here options are dependent. It is given, or it is also called consistent, that I explained at the end. At the end, I'll explain the difference between these two. Then you have inconsistent. Okay, you in a hurry. Lots of students they go for this none, because you have in your mind that parallel lines and ratios. But you have one more condition for linear equation having infinitely solution. We call them as dependent, or they are also called as consistent. Okay, the correct option is the A1. Don't go for this one. Okay, remember children, this is the correct answer of this one. So now I discuss all this summary what I discussed by drawing the graph, so that everything will get clear about consistency, unique solution, whatever we have in this theoretical of this linear equation. Okay, go through that one. And one more point, subscribe the channel so that you will come to know the updates. I want to say one more thing. I have given many videos in which I have explained the basic concept. Go through those, because yesterday I have seen your paper is not so easy. not so difficult as I told in the beginning. So learn the basic things, score good marks. Okay, so these are the questions. Now I'll explain you graphically the confusion what you have faced in this one. Okay, clear the confusion with this one. See this one. Here with this with the help of these three diagrams, I will clear all the doubts related to what I discussed just now. Okay, as you are observing here, these lines are coincident lines. Okay, first of all I call these as coincident. Yes, this is simple coincident lines. This way you are defining. And what else we are getting? Infinitely many solutions you are getting for this one. Third, you are going to get infinitely many solutions, coincident lines, and you are going to get here consistent. Okay, look at this is consistent, and also it is called as dependent type of equation, that is dependent. And the fourth one more thing is A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is equal to C1 upon C2. Hope people have got this one now, what I am discussing here. If you have this one, the whole, whatever the questions they ask in this linear equation will get clear with the help of this one. I can say that one. And even after this one, if you have any confusion, send your confusions or doubts in the comment box. I will try to clear your doubts. Okay, so you can communicate with me through the comments, comment on your comment box and clear all the doubts. Okay, so this is coincident lines conditions. Now I will move to the second one. As you know, these are what? Parallel lines. Yes. No, here infinitely many solutions. Some students they get confused with the coincident line, parallel lines. Here no solutions only. Okay, infinitely solutions are a bit. No solution. Remember this one. In parallel lines, no solution. Equation have no solution. Okay, and it is very simple. Inconsistent. See, when we say consistent, if they have solution, we call equation as consistent. Okay, this is inconsistent. Okay, then the condition is what we get here with the ratio A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2, but not equal to C1 upon C2. This way, all the questions, whatever the question they ask based on this one, it will get clear if you follow these things. Learn well. Okay, if you have even any confusion, ask me. Okay, now I will move to this one. Third, that is the third concept. What you are going to get here? So these drawing out for what? Linear equations. Okay, now very simple. The first one, what you are going to get here? This is these two. They represent intersecting lines. The second one is, yes, it has solutions. What solution? Unique solution we can say, or we can say also unique solution, or at the same time saying it is same as one and only one solution. Both are same. Then third one, of course this is consistent but not dependent. This is only called as consistent. Remember this one. They may ask this confusion clear. In coincident line you are going to get consistent, dependent, but here only consistent. The fourth one condition, as you know, A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2. Yes, this way you are going to get the concept related to these diagrams. Hope you people have understood. Have confidence. Okay, do well, clear your doubts. You have sufficient days. Practice daily 1 or 2 hours maths and score well. Okay, good luck.